in these masculine. Who could it be? Why am I feeling so hellish? The devil in me. What do you hear me call?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tigers pregame show brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Right now, let's see if I can pull it up. Milford is taking their in and out, and we'll go over the rosters for today, starting with the Milford Eagles. Let me pull it up on my iPad as well. Batting first for the Eagles, the right fielder, number 14, Sam Kiger. Batting second, the left fielder, number 15, Dylan Gam. Batting third, the center fielder, number 7, David Kittrell. Batting fourth is the Eagles' DH, number 20, Sammy Cooper. Followed by second baseman, number 11, Caden Hutzel. Then in the sixth spot is the catcher, number 1, Carter Shirk. Then in the seventh spot, first baseman, number 13, Jake McGrath. Then the eighth spot, shortstop, number 3, Quinn Germley. And then rounding things out in the 9 hole is the third baseman, number 9, Caleb Brasington. And the pitcher for the Eagles today is number 18, Jackson Slusher. And this will be the second to last ACC game, I believe, we'll have the opportunity to play. We'll be finishing up a game against Kings tomorrow at 12 at their place. We'll have the privilege of starting that competition in the top of the fourth, unfortunately down a run. And now let's go over the starting roster here for your Tigers. Batting first, playing right field, number 3, C.J. Margraf. Batting second, shortstop, number 6, Brady Stidham. Batting third, the first baseman, Derek Fleming. And the fourth spot, the designated hitter, number 14, Drew Earther. In the 5 spots, the center fielder, number 8, Blake Kerrigan. The 6th spot, third baseman, number 4, Dylan Hacker. In the 7th place is second baseman, Blake Hatfield. And then in the 8th spot, catcher, number 7, Brent Pigman. Rounding things out, left fielder, number 5, Adam Lake. And pitching today for the Tigers is Henry Bradley, who in his last start completely obliterated Turpin. And I think he allowed 1 hit and just crazy efficient through the 5 innings that we did play over there. So looking to see more of his stuff today. Other than that, Milford's still on the field right now. So we'll be waiting for them. And we have an umpire crew. What a nice day today's turning out to be. It looks like the rain and the strife and the suffering will pass, or it won't pass, but it will be after we leave. So it's good news. Blue skies, happy clouds, and a nice day to play baseball. And looks like we're nearing the plate meeting here. Coaches appear to be ready, and both teams are done taking their infield. It's currently 4:50, so hopefully we can, in 10 minutes, have some baseball for you here to watch. It is windy here today in Loveland, Ohio, and the wind's blowing in the right direction. It is blowing straight out to center field at least 10 or 15 miles an hour, fairly constant. So the baseball gets up there, it's gonna fly, and that's exciting with our offense. So plate meeting right here, right now, and then we'll have some baseball for you.
I tested it. I didn't answer. That was all your equipment is leaving. Yeah. Wow. So you can have a pine tar about 20 inches and I'm okay with it.
Well, I was going to go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Lock it up. You triple X. There you go.
And we're ready to go. I'll hand the torch over to Mr. Margraf to get things started.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Loveland Board of Education and Administration, we'd like to welcome you to Dave Evans Field for today's ECC matchup between the Milford Eagles and your Loveland Tigers. In order to make today's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, and show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators and authority figures, and of course, your team and opponents. Let's make today's contest great by remembering to respect the game. Thank you. And now, let's introduce today's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Milford Eagles. Leading off and playing right field, number 14, Sam Kiger. Batting second and playing left field, number 15, Dylan Gam. Batting third and playing center field, number 7, David Cottrell. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 20, Sammy Cooper. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 11, Caden Hutzel. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 1, Carter Shirk. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 13, Jake McGrath. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 3, Quinn Zimmerly. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 9, Caleb Raisington. Pitching today for the Eagles, number 18, Jackson Slusher. And now, the starting lineup for your Loveland Tigers. Leading off and playing right field, number 3, CJ Margraf. Batting second, the shortstop, number 6, Brady Stidham. Batting third, the first baseman, number 22, Derek Fleming. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 14, Drew Arthur. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 8, Blake Harrigan. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 4, Dylan Hecker. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 11, Blake Hatfield. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 7, Brent Pigman. And batting ninth, the playing left field, number 5, Adam Lake. Today for the Tigers, the left, number 2, Henry Bradley. We live in a country with freedom like no other. We ask if you're able to please rise, remove your caps, and join us in the playing of the national anthem.
Well, it's time to play ball. Like I was saying earlier, beautiful day for it. And it looks like we're going to start on time. That's always nice.
I've been hot since the birth of my son. I remain unfazed, trust worse has been done. Man, evaluation, show me personal funds. It's the pretty boys versus the petty boys. Soul that already got a whole new set of toys. This so surreal, Drizzy Drake, you better enjoy. Nothing else bigger than the OVO Letterman boys. Cashmere next for the nighttime boat rides. Ollie got the first edition parked up roadside. The only sign of struggling is coming from those guys. I'm trying to just relay what I can see through my own eyes. And nothing tell the truth like the eyes will. Live so much for others, don't remember how I feel. Friends in high places and friends that are high still manage to moonwalk straight through a minefield. And then I come back to tell you how that feels. Build this house for us all, paying my back still. You got stuff you couldn't pay the...
Leading off for Milford, the right fielder, number 14, Sam Kiger.
And the first man up to the plate for the Eagles is Sam Kiger, who's their right fielder. As I always like to say before the game, I'm up here with, of course, the Twins keeping the book, Joey running the scoreboard, the public address announcer, Mr. Margraf, and a game of baseball here ready for us. And the first pitch is a ball high. Second pitch might have been a curveball in there for ball 2. Called strike. Makes count now 2-1 on Kiger. And the 2-1 is in there for a called strike. He's looked at 4 pitches. It's now 2-2 to Kiger. The 2-2 pitch. Bradley fires. And it's struck over to Stidham. He makes a diving play for it, unable to grab it. It'll be a single for Kiger.
For that fielder, number 15, Dylan Ginn.
Now here is the left fielder, number 15. His name is Dylan Gam. He's a righty, steps into the box. Bradley moves to the stretch. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Bradley is one of the few pitchers that we have who will work both from the full windup and from the stretch. It's becoming increasingly more popular to just work from the one position. So that's in there for a called strike, an early 0-2 lead for Bradley. The 0-2 now is low, is a good pitch, 1-2. So it's 1-2 here to Gam. The 1-2 is delivered high, evens the count at 2. Bradley gives the 2-2. The runner goes. Pigman doesn't offer a throw. Counts now 3-2 with a runner in scoring position. Have batted. They batted 9-7-8 in the 1-2-3. Pigman took a moment to go speak with Bradley. He's returned and Kittrell digs in. First pitch to number 7 is taken as a ball high. You can see how much wind there is. You can see even through my crappy phone camera the trees blowing in the distance. They are moving quite a bit. And you can see the netting moving around. 2-0 right now to Kittrell. That one he went around on. Be 2-1. It was a point of emphasis, I believe 2 years ago now in the MLB, to have plate umpires call swings if they see it. It's what our home plate umpire had just done there. The pitch is low. And Kittrell's worked the count to 3-1. We've now seen only one swing and a miss the entire game, and that was on a check swing. And they've only had 2 swings in total. One of them resulted in a hit. Off a close pitch is ball 4. Bases are now loaded.
The designated hitter number 20, Sammy Cooper.
Now here's the DH in the 4 spot. His name is Sammy Cooper, sporting the number 20. And we'll take a pause as the Tigers pitching coach, Roy Wimmers, will make his way to the mound for a quick visit with the infield and Henry Bradley. Coach Wimmers is sporting his golf glasses today, golf sunglasses, that is. It's a very stoic look for him. He said, however, they do not make him golf any better, which is unfortunate but understandable. Here's Sammy Cooper again. Bases are loaded for the Eagles DH. First pitch to him. Fastball down the middle for a called strike. The 0-1 now. It's outside. Evens this thing at 1. Fleming at first is in for the Tigers, but Hacker appears to be just ahead of the baseline. That one is fouled away by Cooper. It's 1-2. One, two now to Cooper. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 for Bradley, and out number 1 as well. This brings up number 11. He's the second baseman, Caden Hutzel. If you're listening at home and think that, boy, that Hutzel name sounds familiar, well, he might have been one of your kids' English teachers, or perhaps your English teacher. You went to Loveland High School. He also teaches journalism. I had the pleasure of having him for CCP English composition. First pitch offered to him is fouled away. It's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch now to Hutzel. Curveball in there for called strike 2. Now 0-2 to him. Now the 0-2 pitch to the second baseman. Hit weakly back to Bradley. He chucks that one home to Pigman to get the fielder's choice. 1-2.
The catcher number 1, Carter Shirk.
Go, get out of it, Hen.
So now bases loaded still brings up the catcher Carter Shirk, but there are 2 outs. Shirk is the catcher. He sports the number 1. Jerseys today for the Eagles are gray pants with a red pinstripe. First pitch for him is a called strike. Oh, 1-1 here to Shirk. Bradley fires. One was outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. In there for a called strike. Painted the corners with that pitch. Phenomenal. That's one as a hitter that going to be tough to lay off of. I mean, that thing had some movement on it. Now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out! Bradley had loaded the bases. Why? Just to make things interesting. He got 3 outs, 2 strikeouts, and 1 fielder's choice that was grounded right back to him. Bradley making things interesting here at the top of the first. Eagles only managed to grab 1 hit, and thankfully, no runs. We'll be back for the Tigers' first opportunity with the Sticks on the Tigers Broadcast Network.
Leading off for the Tigers, the right fielder, number 3, CJ Margaret.
First man up here for the Tigers, number 3, the right fielder, CJ Margraff. He steps into the box and readies for the first pitch from the righty Jackson Slusher. Slusher fires. A called strike. That was off the outside corner of the plate. The 0-1 now. This is lined to right field, and he'll get down for a single for Margraff.
The shortstop, number 6, Brady Stidham.
Now here's number 6, Brady Stidham. Shortstop for the Tigers. He digs in with, again, the wind picking up significantly. Margraff with a healthy lead at first. First pitch is a weak fly ball that is going to land fair. It'll be a single for Stidham. Tigers, 2 hits and 3 pitches. Runners on first and second.
The first baseman, number 22, Derek Fleming.
Now here's first baseman Derek Fleming. And he's one that sees that wind blowing out and gets excited. And that's for good reason. Because with the wind blowing in, he could still hit that ball over the fence. And my goodness, when that wind's blowing in the right direction, can this man make that ball fly? First pitch to Fleming does exactly what I just said. It was hit hard. Oh, and it's gone! I didn't even think that one was going to go. It was hit like a dart over the wall. Usually a Fleming home run is rocketed into the sky. That was just rocketed outwards. Wind barely even had a chance to pick the stinking thing up. That ball was smacked. And a 3-run home run for Derek Fleming over deep center field gives the Tigers the go-ahead 3-0. Whew. What a hit. Usually, Game Changer will only allow you to put in a home run after a fly ball. Folks, that was a line drive over the center field fence. Shows the power that Derek Fleming has. Next up here for the Tigers is Drew Earther. He's worked the count to 2-1. Now 3-1 to him. I just can't believe how hard that ball was hit. I mean, that thing, as Earther takes a called strike that was just off the outside corner. It's a full count here for Earther. Oh, and he rung him up on a pitch that was similar in location. Be the first out here for the Tigers.
Number 8, Blake Kerrigan.
Now here's another big stick for the Tigers. Number 8, Blake Kerrigan. First pitch to Kerrigan, a big swing when it was not able to make contact. Kerrigan calls time, uses it as an opportunity to reset, steps back into the box now. And the pitch, called strike. And it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. This is hit hard down on the left side of the infield. That'll get through 5 and 6 for a single. Now here's third baseman Dylan Hacker. He's got one out and a runner on first in Blake Kerrigan. First pitch from Slusher is a ball high. One 0 turns to 2-0. Pitch now to Dylan Hacker. He fouls that one out of play. I don't want to have to keep talking about that home run, but it was just so magnificent that I feel like I have to. I haven't seen in person, at least in a high school game, a ball hit that hard. I wouldn't be surprised if we picked up a sound of the brush catching that ball because it was just smoked. I mean, it's 3-1, Joey. I mean, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I think that was me not paying attention. I believe it's 2-2 now. Two pitch. This one hit hardly towards the shortstop. He throws it to the second baseman, but Hacker's fast. He'll make it over to first. He'll go down as a fielder's choice.
The second baseman, number 11, Blake Hatfield.
Here is Blake Hatfield. Runner goes. I think they might have gotten him. And they did. They'll catch Hacker stealing. Tigers get 3 thanks to a long shot from the one and only Derek Fleming. Speaking of long shots, I'll go for my own. That thing made Montgomery Inn jealous. It was smoked so much. Because, you know, they do the ribs and they smoke the ribs. I don't know, I tried. There's something new. We're going to go to the Between the Innings so you can quit listening to me on the Tigers Broadcast Network.
Leading off for the Eagles, the number 7 hitter, first baseman number 13, Jake McGrath.
Here's the first baseman, number 13. His name is Jake McGrath. And if you were with us before the break, you know, or can now, you witnessed the reason that on graduation Sunday we have a script for us to read off of and are not just winging it up there. As ball 1 to Henry Bradley. Now 1-0 to him. And now called strike. It's 1-1 to McGrath. Called strike on the outside corner, brings it to 1-2. Bradley is dealing. He is making quick work of this second inning, coming in and setting the tone. And that one's just outside, but a phenomenal pitch. I mean, that is a very, very good 1-2 pitch. Really, really good 1-2 pitch. Now the 2-2 here from Bradley. This one's hit softly to him. He'll pick it up, throw it over to first. It's a major league play from Henry Bradley. And he gets the first out of the inning.
Shortstop number 3, Quinn Zimmerman.
Now here's shortstop Quinn Zermley. He's batting in the 8th spot here for the Eagles. First pitch to him. There's a ball low. And boy, can you see a change in Bradley's demeanor from the first inning to now. Bradley is in control. He is dealing at a rate of speed that is significantly higher than in the first. He's very comfortable, found a groove. And it's a lot easier to go back out there with a 3-0 lead. It's 2-1 here to Zermley. And Bradley fires. Bit low, 3-1. And the 3-1 was high and give a base runner on first.
The number 9 hitter, third baseman, number 9, Caleb Brazington.
Here's the man who hits in the 9 spot, number 9, Caleb Brazington. Plays third base for the Eagles. He's got a runner on first, 1 out. Pitch, foul, out of play. It's 0-1. Pickoff attempt over at first. Zermely beat him there. Still 0-1 here to Brazington. 0-1 to him. Outside. Makes it 1-1. Here will be a boys lacrosse competition right behind us up at the Tiger Turf. Presumably JV and V. Runner goes, Pigman throws. And it was a ball on the pitch that moves the man over to second. So it's 2-1, runner on second. And the pitch. In there for a called strike. Evens the count now at 2. Two-two pitch. And the appeal, he did not go. It's now 3-2. Bradley shakes off the first pitch. And now the payoff. This one's fouled out of play. Three-two pitch. Swung on and missed. It's a foul tip out. And out number 2 here for Henry Bradley.
Number 14, Sam Kiger.
And this now brings up top of the order. It's 14 to Sam Kiger. He singled on a hard ground ball. That moved Stidham way to his left. First pitch to Kiger. Swung on and missed. It was a first pitch curveball. Ball high, evens it at 1. One pitch. Left upstairs, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Pitch. That one was up and in. It's now 3-1 on Sam Kiger. And the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. A similar pitch to the first one. Bradley aggressive with the types of pitches he's throwing. It's working. The payoff pitch now. There's a ball outside, and he doesn't chase.
The left fielder, number 15, Dylan Gam.
Now here's left fielder Dylan Gam. First appearance, he walked. He was the first of 2 to walk in the first inning. Runners on first and second. There are 2 outs. Gam is using a Louisville Slugger. You don't see many of those, I feel like. Or at least that particular type he's using. It's got a black and teal paint scheme to it. I've never seen something like that before. 1-0. Unable to get him to chase. And the Twins have announced to me they've seen this bat thousands of times, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Which is probably true. The 2-0. And they're going to say he swung on that pitch. It'll be 2-1. We're talking about the craziest bat we saw. I believe it was a guy from Walnut Hills that had a pencil bat. Counts now 3-1. Wonder if he goes back to the curveball here. He might have. I don't know. Whatever it was, it worked. It was in there for a called strike. It's now 3-2. So we now have the payoff pitch. Runners go. Called strike 3. It was a fastball down the middle. And out number 3. We'll be back for the bottom of the second here on the Tigers Broadcast Network. Due up for the Tigers is 7, 8, 9, and Hatfield, Pigman, and then Lake.
Leading off for the Tigers, the second baseman, number 11, Blake Hatfield.
Now here's Blake Hatfield. This is his second time up today. First time he was up, his at-bat was ended by a caught stealing. First pitch to him is going to get over the head of Hutzel over there at second. Be a base hit for Blake Hatfield.
The catcher, number 7, Brent Pigman.
Now here's Brent Pigman up. First time today. Digs in. Depending on how you feel about the man with the microphone, this could be either good or bad news to you. I've been sick for the last week, and I think I'm finally beating it or getting somewhere close. But my throat has been driving me ridiculous since Sunday. This morning was the first morning it really didn't hurt. And I can finally breathe out of my nose again, which is nice. But if I take any extended breaks from speaking, that's why. I need to preserve my voice for Sunday. Pigman lays down a bunt. It's a good one. It'll be a sacrifice bunt to move Hatfield over to second. And it does just that.
Left fielder number 5, Adam Lake.
Brings up Adam Lake. He's the left fielder, sports the number 5. Digs into the left side of the plate, at least from my angle. Slusher fires, and it's called strike on the outside there of the plate. Today's strike zone is a little bit wider than the plate. Probably got a ball on each side, so a little space to work with. But it has been both ways, some space to work with, more or less. Catcher Shirk will take a short visit with Slusher on the mound, discuss something, and he'll return to his post behind the dish. It's 1-1 here to Lake. Slusher fires, and this one's fouled out of play. One-two pitch. This one's lined over to the first baseman. Lakers quick, he might beat it. Unable to, first baseman will step on first, but it will advance the runner to third.
The right fielder, number 3, CJ Margraf.
So we got 2 outs, and right fielder CJ Margraf up to bat. Margraf with a nice single to right field to start the game. Last inning. It's ball 1 low. Hatfield puts the brakes on over there at third. The 1-0 pitch. It's outside. 2-0. And the 2-0 is smacked towards center field. Center fielder's under it, and that will end half the inning. Tigers don't manage to score, but they do add another one in the hit column. We'll be back for Henry Bradley in the top of the third on the Tigers Broadcast Network. I'm very proud to announce that our freshman team is losing 3-2. They're hanging in there. And the JV team is winning 2-0. I believe the freshmen are in Milford and is JV in Milford too? JV is also in Milford. Let me switch.
Number 3 hitter, center fielder number 7, David Catrillo.
First pitch to the center fielder. Swing and a miss for strike 1. swing and a miss once again for the center fielder. Just a little bit outside. It'll be ball 1.
I got it. He ran all the way out there.
1 and 2 now to Cottrell. Cottrell in his first appearance walked. The 1-2. Fouled away. Moved my phone a little bit. Not enough for me to care though. The 1-2 once again. Was low, but he thought about going for it and grabbing the 56 and just swinging with all his might. He held off though. Unfortunately, I can't when I'm in the sand. The 2-2 is just a little bit outside. Payoff pitch here from Bradley is low, and Cottrell will draw his second walk of the day.
The designated hitter number 20, Sammy Cooper.
Now here's the DH, Sammy Cooper. He struck out his first time up. First pitch to him is low. Be ball 1. Runner goes. It's hit sharply to Fleming over at first. He knocks it down. Bradley's there to cover. Man went over to third. Unable to get him there. But it will be an out here for the Tigers.
Second baseman number 11, Caden Hutzel.
I am going to point out a nerdy umpire thing about that play. They did what's called a rotation. The home plate umpire went over to third to get the call over there. It was very well done. So props to those two boys in blue out there for moving around and doing their best in a two-man situation to get the call right. We appreciate seeing that. A 1-0 turned into 1-1. It's fouled out of play. One now is now 2-1. Two-one pitch. Is that beautiful curveball in there for a called strike. Counts now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 is fouled down the first base line. Count will stay where it is. Two-two pitch once again. It's hit to Stidham at short. He'll throw over to first, and they'll get him over there. Milford groans about that call. I think they might have gotten him, but well, I don't know. Regardless, Milford will score 1 on that play. So Eagles score 1. They got 2 outs. Brings up Carter Shirk. First pitch to him. It's popped up. Margraf calls off Hatfield over there in shallow right center. Makes the catch. We're now going to return for the Tigers' attempt in the bottom of the third on the Tigers Broadcast Network.
Introduce me to it, yeah, it makes sense. Gotta put her on the team, got a great bench. Linking with the ops, I did that shit for Jay Prince. I did it for the whole time. Team, two first for our guys. I never been the one to go apologize. I'd rather hit them up one more time. Hey, going to go for 6 months, been up at my place. But I got these diamonds on my neck, so it's a blind date. On my going to Rose, raising up the crime ring. Your name not ringing like a one guy.
Sorry, I usually don't talk in between breaks, but we're having a friendly conversation about baseball. And Luke, or no, that was Levi. Levi casually mentions how he was taken out of one of his baseball games because he was throwing too quickly. So they put somebody in that was older than him.
Leading off for the Tigers, the shortstop, number 6, Brady Stidham.
Here's the 1-for-1, number 6, Brady Stidham. Had a single on a pop fly down the right field line, and he's back for more. If you were a meteorology fan, you saw the cumulus clouds around during the start, but we've now turned to a solid layer at some altitude. I don't know, I could look it up. Ball 1 there to Stidham as the home plate umpire motions to the Tigers bench for everybody to get back inside the dugout. It's 1-0 here to Stidham. Ball high. I believe the Twins are saying that Coach Hawk is now being called Coach Snack. I think he brought a thing of peanut butter filled pretzels once, and well, that's how baseball teams do nicknames. I have 2 balls, 1 strike here on Brady Stidham. That one was low. Now 3-1. But what I was saying about the weather was we saw a cumulus stage of a thunderstorm, and now we're starting to see the next stage. This would be called the developing stage, where we're starting to get a consistent cloud layer, consistent cloud cover as Stidham there draws a walk. Give us a base runner.
The first baseman, number 22, Derek Fleming.
Usually from that cumulus stage, you can expect about 6 hours later, if conditions are right, to have a nice little storm going, and that might be what we have tonight. But again, still a bunch of time for us to get some baseball in, and the cloud cover cools things off. Here's the man, the myth, the legend, Derek Fleming, returning from his absolute bomb in the first. And if I were the pitching staff for the Eagles, which I'm not, but if I was, Derek would be at first already. I either would have hit him or walked him over there. The 1-0 is 2-0, and my hypothesis may prove to be correct, which in the realm of baseball doesn't often happen. (2-0) here on Fleming, and this one is smacked down the third base line. It'll be a hit for Fleming. They move Stidham over to third, and Fleming's able to move over to second off the throw. Puts 2 runners in scoring position for Drew Earther. So runners on third and second for Drew Earther, and there's no outs. So either a hard hit ground ball to get out of the infield or a nice deep fly ball is in order. Although I'm greedy, I prefer the ground ball. The infield is in for Milford. They'll be going home. Takes ball 1. Earther takes ball 2. Calls from the Milford. Milford believes it's 0-2, at least one parent does, and the catcher affirms it was an outside pitch, at least the last one. And that one was high. Now, the thing is with Earther, the amount of power that he has, he's one that's going to be tricky to pitch to in such a situation. And if you dance around the zone like that and you end up walking him, that's not that big of a deal. Well, that is if number 8, Blake Kerrigan, wasn't right up after him with bases loaded. So, I don't know. An old, whenever I go to the Reds games, I think it's still like this. Whenever the Reds walk, the stadium grumbles, and the thing pops up that says, "Walks will haunt." And we might see that today, that similar phenomenon. I say that as Drew Earther makes his way down to first off the walk. Eagles will take a mound visit. Go speak to Slusher. He's only thrown 12 pitches this inning, but they've been a rough 12. Stidham with his walk, Fleming with his single, and Earther with his walk. Looks like they're not quite going to make a change yet, but there is activity in the Eagles' pen. Home plate umpire ends the little get-together at the pitcher's plate, and everybody walks back to their spots. And what I was alluding to with the walks will haunt situation, here's center fielder Blake Kerrigan, and this guy can hit the ball real well. First pitch to Kerrigan. He leaves that one upstairs. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. It's the inside of the plate for called strike number 1. The 1-1 and was a little bit more inside than the first, still called for a strike. And it's now quickly 1-2. The pitch. This is ripped down the left field line. Terry is motioning for everybody to go. That ball was hit hard. It'll be a 2 RBI double for Blake Kerrigan. I've been told, I didn't have the angle, but been told that ball hit right on the chalk. It was awfully close. And time has been called by the home plate umpire. I'm assuming to address a fan. Milford had, or at least, I'm trying to find the right way to word this. There was significant noise coming from the right side bench or spectators area. That's what I'm looking for. After that, I'm assuming in reference to the closeness of that fair foul call. So I assume a warning has been issued over there. In the meantime, there's no outs, and Dylan Hacker, the third baseman, up to bat with 2 on. He finds a hole there, It'll be at least a 1 RBI single, and they're going for 2. They get it. 2 RBI single for Dylan Hacker.
Second baseman, number 11, Blake Hatfield.
Score is now 7-1. There's still no outs. We got Dylan Hacker on first, and here's Blake Hatfield up to bat. They throw over to Hacker at first. He makes it back in time. First pitch to Hatfield. He fouls that one away. And a comment from the Milford spectators area says, fair ball as the ball slams into the left field fence. In foul territory, that is. Adding some humor to the situation, never hurt anyone. This one is popped up. And it might be a no man's land. It wasn't. Shortstop went out there, took care of business, and he caught that at his hip. You rarely see a ball caught at the hip like that and get away with it, although he did. Now 1 out here in the inning. So here's Brent Pigman. He walked his first time up. Or no, he had a sac bunt. Fouls his first offering away. Oh, 1 now to Pigman. This is line to left center. That'll get down for at least a single for Pigman. And that moves Hacker over to third. Big single from Brent Pigman.
Left fielder, number 5, Adam Lake.
And it looks like the Eagles are going to make a change. They reach for what looks to be number 12.
Oh, cool. No problem, no worries. Really appreciate it.
Joe Cafferkey. And we'll give him some time here to warm up.
Gonna rock it right, no need to talk, I know what you want and what you like, 'cause I do too, yeah, I love how you leave on the lights, not a thing between you and me, and it feels so nice, when you and I are working on the night shift, baby, dying for your touch like crazy, rocking up the overtime hours, loving how we're working on the night shift, baby. It's been a wreck-me week, all but who needs sleep?
That's
When
one,
you're
Carter.
working on the night shift, baby, dying for your touch like crazy.
Well, here's Joe Cafferkey.
Number 12, Joe Cafferkey.
And Cafferkey's first opponent will be Adam Lake. Adam Lake has a runner, or excuse me, runners on first and third with only one out. Time to get greedy here for the Tigers. 4 more runs and we can end this thing in 5. That is the preferable outcome. The pitch is called strike. Lake shows bunt. The pitch was low. Pulls it back. It's 1-1. Lake shows bunt again. That one heads up towards the pitcher. He was close. It'll be a sacrifice bunt. Move the runner over to second. Now 2 outs in the inning, but runners on second and third.
Right fielder number 3, C.J. Margaret.
So runners on second and third with 2 outs for C.J. Margaret. And the pitch. This one's foul or popped up towards the shortstop. He's under it and will make the catch. Tigers score 4 in the bottom of the third. And we'll be back for more after this short break. Personnel change here for the Tigers. They've put in number 15, Nathan Ryan, and he'll now be passing the pill.
Number 15, Nate Ryan. Leading off for Milford, the first baseman, number 13, Jake McGrath.
First up, phenomenal catch in left field. Adam Lake went on a run, and he's able to track down a pop fly from McGrath. Be the first out in the inning. That was Quinn Zermily, number 3 for the Eagles.
Third baseman, number 9, Caleb.
Got a
Blazenthal.
single on a line drive up the middle. Gives a base runner. One out, Caleb Brazington up to bat. He pops this one up into no man's land. Margraff's there. He's unable to grab it. There's still a play at second. Throw was a little bit high, and that was just a ball in the middle of nowhere. And it didn't go very high, so it didn't have much time to fall. And that's a hit for Brazington.
Leadoff hitter, number 14, the right fielder, Sam Kiger.
Now here's the number 1 man, Sam Kiger. He's 1 for 1 today. He had a single and a walk, and now he's got runners on first and second. Takes a first pitch, called strike. Oh, 1 here to Kiger. Ryan fires. It was right back to him. Whoa, Hatfield with an amazing stop. Unable to get the out, but it did stop a run from scoring, and it looks like he might be hurt. He had quite the change in velocity when he stopped that ball. And it looked like he might have even tripped over second. He'll definitely need a moment there to catch his breath, but Hatfield gets down on himself easily, and I know he wanted to make that play at second, but he saved a run from scoring on even catching that ball. I didn't even think anybody would have had a chance to put a glove on it. But we're grateful he's okay. And that'll load up the bases with 1 out. Brings up Dylan Gam, the left fielder. Gam is 0 for 1 today. First pitch in the at-bat. In there for a called strike. The 0-1. On Gam. Curve in there, and it must have been a little bit low. So now it's 1-1. One pitch. The ball low. Twins are over there eating Cheez-Its, and they're dropping them. That's why we have every species imaginable up here in the box. We have ants, rodents, birds, you name it, we got it. I think I saw a mosquito too. Called strike. Makes it now 2-2. Things are evened up at 2-2. The bases are loaded. And there is 1 out. Ryan fires. And it's fouled over to Dylan Hacker. Pigman standing on home. He'll get the out there on a fielder's choice 5-2. There's 2 outs, and the bases remain loaded.
Center fielder number 7, David Cottrell.
So here's David Cottrell. He's their center fielder. He's walked twice today. He's got bases loaded, but also 2 outs. And the pitch. Ball just outside. And perhaps a little high as well. Not a bad first offering, nonetheless. Pitch number 2. Didn't look to be in a bad spot, but it was caught awkwardly. Sometimes the frame can really make or break a pitch. You see that still at the major league level. The 2-0 has quickly worked to a 3-0 count. He's drawn 2 walks already today. And we can only hope he doesn't go 3 for 3 on the walk department. And this is smack towards center field, and it's caught. Ryan's able to get out of that inning without any scoring and only a couple hits. We'll be back for the bottom of 4 right after this short break on the Tigers Broadcast Network. And first up is the shortstop, number 6, Brady Stidham. He's 1 for 1 today. What did he do? He walked and he singled on a fly ball that went down the right field line and was uncatchable. Tigers need to add 4 to make this a 10-run ball game, and I'm hoping they can do that right now. Stidham takes called strike 1. And the pitch in there for called strike 2. Be 0-2. Stidham takes a moment out of the box, take a sign, reset. That one, ball up and in. Makes things 1-2. Time is called. And the 1-2. Was a called ball, though I don't know where exactly it was. It didn't look like a horrible pitch. 2-2. And this one's hit over to right field. It's catchable. The right fielder's under. It'll be the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 22, Derek Fleming.
And here's Derek Fleming. He's had a pretty darn good day. 3-run home run in the first, and then a single in the second. Maybe that was the third. Fleming readies. First pitch from Cafferty is ball 1. And Fleming smacks that one vertical. And it won't quite get out of play. And Shirk's able to grab it. Be the second out of the inning.
Designated hitter number 14, Drew Arthur.
Now here's number 14, the designated hitter, Drew Arthur. I'm not sure if my phone can pick this up, but the end of Arthur's bat is speckled. You might think, oh, that's a neat design or whatnot. And it would be initially what I was thinking, but that's not the case. He purposefully cleats the end of his own bat. And when I investigated the matter, Drew told me that it increases bat speed and made it akin to the dimpling on a golf ball. And he's hit a lot more home runs than me, so I'll take his word for it. It's 1-2 here on Arthur, and he'll smack that one foul and out of play. And now the 1-2 from Cafferty. This one also fouled out of play. One-two pitch is a high curveball. Ball 2. And the call from twos from the dugout erupts. The pitch. Ball upstairs. Counts now full to Drew Arthur. Fouled away. He stays alive. And this one's hit high towards the center fielder. He's under it. He'll make the catch. It'll be the third out of the inning. Tigers 7, Eagles 1 as we go to the 5th on the Tigers Broadcast Network. And our JV competition is tied at 4 in the 3rd inning. And ladies and gentlemen, defying all the odds, the Loveland freshman Tigers are up against the Milford Eagles 6-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the 5th, it's 9-3. It was delayed. The Tigers have introduced an onslaught on the Eagles. Good for those freshman boys. We're excited for you guys. Been waiting all season for it. We knew you guys had it in you.
Leading off for the Eagles, the designated hitter, number 20, Sandy Cooper.
Here's Sammy Cooper. He sports number 20 for the Eagles. First pitch from Nathan Ryan. And it's hit foul. It's in the air. It might be catchable. Oh, it wasn't foul. I thought for certain that ball was not going to be in play. I was wrong.
Second baseman number 11, Caden Hudson.
Ball 1 to Caden Hutzel. Hutzel 0 for 2 today. Ground out twice, though he did get on. His first hit was a fielder's choice. The 1-0. Fouled out of play. It's 1-1. The 1-1 on Hutzel. Just a little behind on it. Fouls it away. We're joined by a wonderful alumni up here in the booth, Mr. Ian Richards. Legendary second baseman for the Tigers. All 10 people watching know that. Hatfield snags the line drive. Grabs another out. And he's just been diving for everything over there today. That's his second. Incredible play over there. Gets the first out here on the top of the 5th. I mean, Hatfield laid out for that thing. That was another one where I just thought that was a hit. And he stopped it right there. Ryan throws back over. They got him! They picked off Cooper at first. They must have caught him not paying attention. And they'll pick him off. So now there's 2 outs in the inning. No runner on first. And it's 0-0 to the 0-2, number 1, Carter Shirk. And he takes called strike 1. We're joined by yet another alumni in the booth, and Mr. Max Harper. It's now 1-1 here on Shirk. Both of these alumni are very special to me. I've had the gracious opportunity to work at Jersey Mike's with them, and it's for a very short stint that Max Harper had over there. And this is line, finds the gap between 5 and 6. It'll be a base hit for Shirk, his first of the day. And it brings up
first baseman number 13, Jake McGrath.
Jake McGrath. First pitch to McGrath, who is low. It's 1-0. The pitch. That one was a little higher, but to no avail. It's 2-0. Two-oh pitch. That one found the zone. It'll now be 2-1. Again, 2 outs, runner on first. An incredible 2 outs. A pickoff and an amazing snag from Blake Hatfield. Swing and a miss from McGrath. Brings this count to 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, and Ryan able to get out of the inning. If the Tigers can put up 4, we're going home. We'll be back for the bottom of 5 right after this short break. First man up for the Tigers is Blake Kerrigan. He is 2 for 2 today.
Leading off for the Tigers, the center fielder, number 8, Blake Kerrigan.
First pitch is called strike off a curveball from Cafferkey. 0-1. And then a second called strike. Makes it 0-2 on Kerrigan. And he swung, and it was a foul tip out. Be the first out in the inning.
Third baseman, number 4, Dylan Hacker.
Home plate umpire met with Coach Terry over at third. Not sure what it was about. And first pitch is a ball to Dylan Hacker. And there's the called strike. It's 1-1. And there's called strike number 2. Makes it 1-2 here to Dylan Hacker. This one hit hard to the shortstop, bobbles it a little bit, and that's an infield hit for Dylan Hacker.
The second baseman, number 11, Blake Hatfield.
Now here's Blake Hatfield. He has been aggressive out there at second, and the aggressive is showing through his right pant leg. He is bleeding at the kneecap. He takes called strike number 1. And that one's hit over to third baseman. He'll throw it over to second, and it'll be a fielder's choice.
The catcher, number 7, Pickman.
And here's catcher number 7, Brent Pigman. Pigman 1 for 1 today, also walked. Or no, I said that the last time he was up. It was a sacrifice bunt. Takes ball 1 low. Mr. Blake Hatfield will need some, well, what is it called? Either bleach or highly concentrated hydrogen peroxide. Take care of that blood stain. And Pigman pops that one up in the infield. It's caught by second baseman Hutzel. And we're into the 6th inning. We'll be back for the 6th. Right after this short break. You are watching Tigers Baseball on the Tigers Broadcast Network.
Leading off for the Eagles, the number 8 hitter, shortstop, number 3, Bryn Zumber.
And to start things off here at the top of the 6th, it's number 3, Quinn Zermley. Nathan Ryan is still in to pitch. First offering from him is a ball outside. And this one's fouled sharply down the third baseline. I think it near dugout area for the Tigers. One and one. And that one is swung on and missed. Makes it 1-2. Milford is a very disciplined team on what they choose to swing at. And for the Tigers pitching today, that is a strategy that is bode well. Well, I say that. They're losing a game by 6 runs. And there's a called strike on the outside corner. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about at all.
The third baseman, number 9, Caleb Brasington.
Here's number 9, Caleb Brasington. He's 1 for 2 today. He struck out and singled on a pop fly to no man's land. First pitch to him. He won't touch it. 1-0. That one more or less the same spot, brings it to 2-0. And the 2-0 now. That one finally will find the zone. Makes it 2-1. 2-1. Fouled out of play. Or it wasn't necessarily out of play. I think, you know, if Derek Fleming showed a little bit of hustle, he would have been right under that. I mean, everybody's catching those. It's not like it was 40 feet to his right and landed before he could get out of playing territory. It was. I was making a joke. It was uncatchable completely. I just wanted to say that for the folks at home that maybe might have gotten my wit, because that area is not on camera. Swing and a miss from Brazington. It's out number 2 for Nathan Ryan.
14, Sam Kiger.
Back to the top of the order, and Sam Kiger, he's 2 for 2 today. 2 singles with a walk to boot. The pitch is a ball high. Today was senior day at the high school. Festivities kick off with a little bike parade through the school, as well as senior superlatives. Then a nice little lunch, which Joey has capitalized on by taking 3 of our leftover cheeseburgers from the morning, as well as the all-fun slip and slide. That ball hit to center field. Carrigan's under it, will make the out. And I've got a story about the slip and slide when we return in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back for that right after this short.
Leading off for the Tigers, the left fielder number 5, Adam Lake.
Going to be 9-1-2, and that means we're starting with Adam Lake here in the bottom of the 6th. Likely the last offensive inning today for the Tigers. And Lake takes ball 1. Called strike to Lake, evens the count at 1. This is popped up in the infield. First baseman's under it, and he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3, C.J. Margaret.
And now up to bat is C.J. Margrath, the right fielder for the Tigers. quick score update for you. We're in the top of the 5th of the junior varsity contest. They are still tied at 4, I believe, or tied at 5, excuse me. And the freshman Tigers, boy, are they going for it. It's 12-3 over there. Congrats to those boys. And the bottom of 6. And C.J. Margraf with a nice little fly ball to center field. That'll be another single for him. He'll get on and get the Tigers a base runner here in the bottom of 6.
The shortstop, number 6, Brady Stidham.
Oh, no. Now here's Brady Stidham. 1 for 2 today, and it was hit hard to the center fielder. Takes a few steps back. He'll make the catch, but he was probably about 10 feet from that fence.
The first baseman, number 22, Derek Fleming.
And here's Derek Fleming. 2 for 3 today with that 3-run shot in the first. That initially put the Tigers ahead. Throw over to Margraf at first. He reaches safely. Ball outside to Fleming. And that ball was absolutely smacked foul. And be 1-1. That ball was hit not quite as hard as that ball in the first inning, but it was pretty darn close to that. The 1-1 pitch. First baseman falsely asserts that Margraf was going to second. He wasn't. Or at least he changed his mind. 2-1. Throw over once again to Margraf. And Mr. Margraf complains about the washing of the pants, which is every parent's response when their child gets on base and has to slide. Fleming takes what frankly looked like a good pitch. 3-1. The 3-1 to Fleming. Fouls that one away. Count is full. In-depth discussion up here about the cleaning of baseball uniforms. Baseball is a unique sport where dirt is part of the equation. And we're discussing soaking is a huge part of making these pants really sparkle. It's 3-2 on Fleming. Runner goes, and it's hit sharply to the man at third, who will catch it. And now we go to the top of the 7th on the Tigers Broadcast Network.
up for the Eagles, the left fielder, number 15, Dylan Game.
One strike.
The center fielder, number 7, David Cottrell. The designated hitter, number 20, Sammy Cooper.
Get a ground ball here, Nate.
Sorry, I was going off on a tangent. I was muted. You've all been saved.
Pinch hitting for the Eagles, number 4, Bryson Mills.
What I was saying was I was being my normal annoying self this morning, telling everybody how I was not going to go on that slip and slide. And I said I didn't want to get hurt or break my arm. I'm a student pilot right now, and I'm one flight away from my check ride, and if I broke my left arm, that would be really bad. I wouldn't be able to fly for a while. So that's what I kept telling everybody, and they're like, yeah, that's not going to happen. You know, people don't get hurt. And so I left early because I wasn't going to stand around and watch people jump into a mud puddle for 45 minutes. And I was just turning onto Rich Road and heading back to my house as I see an ambulance roll through the intersection of Rich Road, Loveland, Madeira. Lights and sirens blaring. And I knew as soon as I saw that at least someone had broken something. And to my amazement, I was notified later today that 2 people broke their same thing. And there's Brady Stidham. To end the game, he comes across the midfield. Get the final out of the day.
Milford Eagles won. Thank you for coming. Drive home safe. Have a great weekend.
I'll actually be able to do a post game. I haven't done one in at least a few games, so give me a moment to collect my thoughts, and we'll have that for you momentarily.
Young Money.
Think it's a game.
I came up from nothing. You can't tell me. Yeah, did it all. Check out my neck, check out my wrist. Yeah,
I swear I ain't never expected it to be like this. Now, skin rich. I swear every day we lit.
yeah, every day we live. Yeah, you can't tell me.
Then you know you lit. When you quick, take it. Then you know you lit.
Every day we live. Yeah, every day we live. Yeah, every day we live. Yeah, every day we live.
When you get they pocket runs, put it on my arm. They counted the 50 with my mom. The ball done. All my cars came from. My chain going, I ain't going, man. Look where we came from.
Well, a true team win today for the Tigers. Final score 7-1. And Tigers score 7 off 11 hits. Eagles score 1 off of 7. Pitching today for the Tigers, it was Henry Bradley, Nathan Ryan. Managed to only allow 1 earned run. And 7 strikeouts combined for the both of them. Bradley pitched 3, Ryan pitched 4. He pitched 4 scoreless as well. Let's see here. Tigers again score 7, 3 of which from the 3-run shot from Derek Fleming in the first. A ball that was absolutely murdered over the center field wall. Overall, a really good hitting day or a good offensive day for the Tigers. They were able to get base runners, which is a very, very important thing that we've been struggling with a little bit, and we've been scoring them. Couple good sacrifice bunts here or there, really nice singles, and we're scoring off that. That's something that's going to be really important going into the playoffs. And then that middle infield today, boy, cuts and bruises for them. They were all over that ball. No errors on anywhere in the field today. In fact, no pass balls or, I think, wild pitches. Really, really clean baseball today. And that's really important to have going into the playoff time of year. Really good stuff out of these guys today. Very exciting. We'll be playing tomorrow at Kings. We're finishing up a game. We'll start that one in the top of the 4th. And if the wind was winding earlier, it is really winding now. I think it's getting about ready to pour on us. So I'm going to take all my electrical equipment inside. I just want to say thank you for joining me today. If you did, truly, I appreciate it. All of you, thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.